Right now, Myron still streams, but I'm honestly not sure how he's getting a lot of money because he's currently demonetized on YouTube.
And we honestly don't care like that either.
There is so much to go over when it comes to him that I'm just gonna highlight a few of the occasions that went into where he is today. One of the funniest situations to me when it comes to Myron, there are these places called spaces on Twitter or X, pretty much where you can make groups where multiple people talk about different things that is going on in their communities. You see, there was this specific X space that was extremely racist, and Myron Gaines ended up finding his way into that space. And the same rhetoric that the people in that space were giving, Myron was also giving that same sentiment. But what was hilarious is what came next. They pretty much
Hold on. Let me say it.
Okay.
A man in that space was pretty much like, hey, a lot of non-white people are supporting some of these causes. However, if we do get what we want, are you going to leave this country? Of course, in bootlicking fashion, he's like, oh no, I live here. Then because he said that, the man in that space called him a saying N-word with a hard R.
America is a nation, not just from an economic standpoint, but we also have an identity too, a cultural identity. And I'll tell you guys this too. As someone who's a first generation American, my family's from Sudan, etc., I should not be saying this stuff, but I'm going to be honest. A lot of these guys that come from the third world, to include my old homeland, come here and scam. And the reality is, if we want America to say America, we got to keep it majority white. We got to keep it the way it was founded. You're sitting behind a man on account, can't even stand behind what the you're saying. You got the nerve to talk to me when I got my real name out there, my real face out there. I'm live every day talking about actually contributing to the fight, and you got the gall to sit there and call me a sandwich, you piece of shit. I hope you wake up and have the replay.
So Myron, being an immigrant himself, feels like because he was born here that he shouldn't have to leave the country. However, that is obviously not what racists want. They want this country to only have one race. So it's just funny when Myron goes into these spaces and gets reminded of exactly who he is.
Okay.
This man was also on stream wearing a KKK hood. He also said black people are going to spend their tax refund checks on Jordans and drugs. And the funniest L that he's taken all year, there was a woman who he dated this year who he gave a strict regimen on how to be in a relationship with him.
My fucking girlfriend is smart, man. Don DeMarco Frangio.
Oh, he does have a girlfriend.
Yes, I do. And the thing is that we don't argue. I do what the fuck I want to do. She's loyal to me. It's monogamous on her end, open on my end. You know where she's at right now? She's hanging out with my parents.
And when it all crumbled down, she ended up leaving him for a rollerblader. And there's nothing wrong with rollerblading at all.
Whoa. Rock on, freaky bro. Yeah. Woo.